Okay, I was a professional teacher for 20 years. One of my least favorite things, and I was complicit, grading. I would venture to guess that most teachers feel this way. What does the system of grading really communicate to the student? And how is it constructive, right? So let's get off the main stage here. Let's go backstage and talk about grading. Okay, one rationale that's used is that students are told, your grade is your pay. In the real world, you get a paycheck. I can't agree with that. It's a flawed rationale. But that's not what this is. You're on salary and you get paid X amount of dollars, regardless of the level of work. It's kind of like group work in school. Please don't make me do it. I'm going to end up doing all the work, and they're just going to sit there and pick their nose and watch me do it, and they're all going to get a good grade because of me. There's certainly some validity to that as well. But let's look at the actual system of grades. One of them is 100. Let's look at that. 100%. 100%. That's it. That's the max. I mean, that's inclusive of everything, right? Unless you're on honors or AP, in which case you have a weighted grade of 1.03 or 1.06. So therefore, now you can actually, if you get a perfect score, now you can get 103 or 106. And the irony is, like, if you're taking math, like calculus, and you get 106, that's not real math now, is it? Then consider the ABCD. ABCD. E. Now, that's the alphabet. That's the alphabet that I learned ever since I was a little bit. And I'm just like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, X, Y, Z. No, not with grading scale. A, B, C, D, F. This is what happened to the E. E meant excellent down in the lower grades. Lower. The beginning grades. Again, this isn't everywhere. This isn't universal. G, good. S, satisfactory. Good, but not good enough. N is needs work. If you work just a little bit more, instead of needs work, you'll get satisfactory.
All right, well, what do I have to do to get satisfactory?
U is unsatisfactory. UN means not. Okay. That's what the lower grades guys say. Get that on the report card.
I got an E, Mommy.
Got to get rid of the E because we don't want them to think they got something that's excellent. I got an E, Mom. And in fact, that E would end up being yuck. Upper grades, then you get the A, B, C, D, F, right? Get rid of the E. A, great. B, C, D, F. A, grade A. I got grade A eggs. I've got grade A beef. F, no, now it got serious. That stands for fail. You have failed. F, fail. All right, well, what's the D then? What's the D? Duh. C is concussion. Would you have a concussion? And the B, and the A is excellent. Yeah. A is represented by 100 to 90. But then, like, so wait a second. So then someone with a 99 is an A, and then someone with a 91 is an A. No, that can't be. So then they come along with A plus and A minus. So an A plus then is like 100 to 97. And then, let's see, an A, just an A, that would be 96 to 94. Yeah. And then A minus, let's see, we'll make that 93 to 90. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. And then when you get an A minus, you get your report card, and mom and dad are looking at it, they're going, you got an A minus? Why couldn't you get an A? Work a little harder. Just have to assert yourself a little bit more. Get an A plus. When I was your age, they'll see like, oh, you got a B plus in this. Oh, okay. Well, you got a plus. And so they see the plus and they're like, because the connotation of a plus is positive, right? Of course, that's what a plus sign is, positive. So they almost would rather you get a B plus than an A minus because you get the plus. Where does the F then fall? What's failing? You're failing. Oh, you've tried your hardest and you've done all the work and you came and you sought help, but you still got an F because you just can't figure it out. That's what the F could stand for. Figure it out. Some schools would say that 69 and below is failing. Some would say 65 and below. Some would say 60 and below. So it starts becoming somewhat arbitrary, don't you think? Right? So the philosophy come in, I kind of like him. All I got to do is just give them an extra point, and they're not going to fail. Or they'll go from a C plus to a B minus. And that, just makes all the difference, up here. So then you take the number scale, you then convert it into a letter, and then you have to take that and put it into a GPA, grade point average. So now you're taking all these numbers and letters and you're squeezing them down into something between 0 and 4. Again, 4 being the best, the top. Now, in my world, at the Olympics, at the podium, there ain't no 4. There's the gold, the silver, and the bronze, right? First, second, and third, and that was it, but nope, not here. Right? Oh, I got a 3.7. 3.789. That's what I got. How did you get there? What's the calculation that was done to get there? And the GPA, that's where things start getting a little hairy. That's where the politics start coming into it. Not doing it. We are backstage, so maybe we should. I don't know. No, not today. Then there's standards-based learning. They try this little baby out for... It kind of, philosophically, it all seems to make sense. You keep working on something until you're able to master it, until you're able to get it, right? Until you can walk out and say, I know what I'm doing with that. And then you can move on to the next. So it's foundational, and scaffolding, and you're building, and you're going up and up and up until you get to a place where you can move on to the next challenge, the next standard. One is the F in this scenario. It's like little or no mastery. Like, if it's about holding a pen, it's like, yeah, he can hold the pen, but he can't hold the pen to write. Two is like the needs work. 3 is mastery. Yay! You've mastered the standard. You got it. 4, what's the 4 for? How do you get a 4? I mean, you met the standard. You've done it. 1 + 1 = 2. Yay! How do you get the 4? 4 is where you exceed expectations, where you take it a little bit further. So if you're not satisfied with just a 3, now you want to get a 4. Yeah, but how does that convert into GPA? Problem. Here, let's go back out on the stage. Let's go back out on the stage because I think we're all in the same place. Or no, not everybody. Because some people like to see other people get the crap beat out of them. When I was a kid, I had to do it, so you're going to have to do it too. When I was a kid, I used to have to walk to school on broken glass. So do you. Ah. You worked so hard, you did your best. I mean, really, you did your best. But you just can't get better than an 80 on this. Kids then start thinking, I'm a C student. I'm a B student. And then some people get in their head, I'm an A student. That's just who I am. And it doesn't even mean that intellectually they're an A student. It just means they work their butt off and they earn an A, right? Doesn't mean that intellectually they've gotten there. The C student could be... way up there, much, just more capable, a better thinker than the A student. But they don't work as hard. They don't want to, which is kind of the reason why they're... This is where the sham comes in. And it is a sham. Grading is a sham. What it can do to one's self-esteem. Oh, poor Johnny. Oh, does he have low self-esteem? Oh, are his feelings hurt because he didn't get a good grade? Aw. Well, get over it, Johnny. That's the way the real world works. What? Now, I understand judgment. We're all judged all the time, constantly. I'm being judged right now, right? You swipe, you go, you leave a horrible comment, you do whatever you're going to do. Being judged. You're being judged. We're all being judged all the time. Rotten Tomatoes, 100% on the tomato meter, 64%. Movie sucks. Always being judged. That's grades, right? You're being judged. You're being judged for what you know. You're being judged for the final product that you've created. When it comes down to it, what is that final product? And do you even care about what it is that you're doing? Grading is lazy. It's a lazy way of trying to show that you, the teacher, me, the teacher, that I'm doing my job. Never did like giving grades, but I did it. Are you putting in your grades fast? The kids need to know where they're at. The parents want to know. What's Johnny have? What's Johnny have? What's he doing? You let me know if he's not doing everything he's supposed to be doing, right? And then the hand-holding begins. You know and I know all we should be doing. Getting everybody together to work towards a finished product, whatever it may be. And if you're out on a stage, you can use math out on the stage, building a set on the stage, working in interpersonal relationships on the stage. All the world is a stage. Let's not kid ourselves. But are we all being graded all the time? Is that really happening? And if it is, that's a problem. Let's take a day off from grading and judging. And let's just do something because we want to do it. That's the real world. You don't like a movie? If I don't like a movie, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave. If I don't like a class and I'm a student and I'm a kid, I can't do that. I don't like a class. I don't like what I'm doing. This is torture. This is pain. But I got to stay. A lot of people are going to disagree. A lot of people are going to think, what the hell are you talking about? That's just the way it's always been. No, it hasn't always been that way. It's the way it's been since all we've been doing for the past 100+ years is creating good little workers for industry in America. That's what we've been doing. Relax. Don't hate on the messenger. No more grading. Leave a comment. Did you like this? I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't care if you liked it. I'm giving myself an A because I feel good about what I did.
Good, but not good enough.
Ah!